finger of my director here telling me what I need to be doing. So we are now in Frostproof, Florida. We have been here for 3 days now, and so far we are loving it. We found a place that we are going to park for the next 30 days and hang out. It's kind of perfectly located to where we can get around to several other places in the state. We're not too far from Miami and Tampa, the Everglades, some cool state parks. I think we're going to try and swim with the manatees, maybe. I don't think we've really talked to the boys about that. So we've been just kind of looking at a sea cow, and so we've been kind of looking at things to do, and it looks like there's a lot of cool stuff to do. So we're going to hang out in this area for a little while we're doing it. The campground we're staying at has been pretty awesome so far. We've got 2 pools and a jacuzzi, and one of the pools is heated. So, like, even though technically right now it's not super warm outside, this pool makes it very, very swimmable, which is kind of awesome. The other pool is really, really cold.
Yeah.
Really cold.
Really. Yeah,
we did it, didn't we?
Yeah, for 30 seconds.
Yeah, for about 30 seconds, we swam in the non-heated pool. I don't know what the exact temperature is, but anything more than a minute, and I'm betting you're starting to dip towards hypothermia. It's probably not that bad. I'm being a little dramatic, but it was pretty fun. So we were playing a game of hop in there the other day and see how long we could take it. A little over 30 seconds what I made, and I was like, all right, I'm out of here. So, but we left Disney World, I think, Sunday, and so we've been here ever since and been enjoying it. And Disney World was pretty awesome. What do you think, Silas? Do you love Disney World? Yeah. And Owen, what do you think?
I love Disney World. I love the fireworks, roller coasters, like that, and the parade.
Yeah. The parade was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was. I'll be honest. I'm like not a huge
firework fan.
I'm not a huge amusement park like person. Like, that's not really the kind of thing that I would choose to do. But Disney World was exceptional. It was perfect, because like normally when we go to an amusement park, we end up having to be split up, because the rides there's such a the height difference between a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old, and what they're going to be able to do is different. And Silas ends up never having a lot of fun because the rides are too not exciting enough for him.
There's one that was not even kid. Like, when the one that got that huge drop, that's the part. What huge drop?
Yeah.
Remember that, like, on the water, like, mountain, Splash Mountain? Or that big drop, and then...
They like Splash Mountain, but in fairness, when we went to Splash Mountain, it was...
really cool.
It was like 9-10 in the morning, not, like right after the park opened up. It was like the first ride we did that day.
This is the drop.
It was the first ride we did that day. Silas got splashed with water. It hadn't really gotten warm outside, and they didn't expect to get splashed by water, so they weren't loving it.
Once on the drop, I cried.
Yeah, he cried, but he was fine. He wasn't hurt or anything. He just got shocked and getting a little wet. But I don't know. We did Space Mountain, like.
Wow. We were wondering what the inside looked like, and then it magically shows up. We saw.
So.
It looks like.
So we did Space Mountain one day, and then the lines were so long. The second day that we went to the Magic Kingdom, that was the first place we went. Immediately when the park opened, we got there, and we got to do it 3 or 4 times. I can't remember. The wait was only like 10, 15 minutes. And so we got right through and then went right back in and did it again. The boys were loving it. And as we're standing in line, I told Kat, I said, I would love to see what the inside of this building looks like, because it's completely dark and there's just like stars and things that you're kind of seeing. And I was like, man, I would love to see like how everything kind of winds into each other, because I think it would look really cool. And so then the last time, it ended up having to be the last time we were doing the ride, because
wondering what the inside
like as we're about halfway through the ride, all the lights kick on. There had been an issue on one of the other tracks, and so they shut it down, kicked all the lights on, and so we got to actually see the entire inside of it and kind of roll through it. Not at full speed, but I thought it was pretty sick to see the inside of it, because it's just like tracks intertwining and weaving all over the place.
It
so it
has
was
so
pretty cool.
much room. You see how you whenever you see it, it has so much room in the inside, but whenever you're doing the roller coaster, it's like all like munched up together.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. So, but the best part, like I said, was as a family, we got to do everything together, because Silas was able to do every ride they had, and so we didn't have to separate. There was like no me going off with Owen or Kat going off with Owen and separating and meeting back up, and then waiting for each other because this line was longer than that line. We got to do everything together, and so that made it way more fun than what usually happens when we go to amusement parks, which is, this one goes that way. We're a little bit together and then splitting off, and I think most people get that, so I don't need to. But yeah, so it was great. It was great. We had a blast. It was pretty amazing. I would absolutely go back, which I didn't think you would ever get me to say, but it was pretty cool. So, so we'll update later when we've done some more things.
Goodbye.
Owen. So it is a Saturday, and we have found ourselves with a beautiful 80-degree day and decided to make a trip to the beach. Going to the beach?
Yep.
You excited?
Yeah.
Before we do, though, we're making a stop real quick to a manatee viewing area. So we're going to try and see if we can take a peek at some manatees that are on the way to the beach. Does that seem pretty cool?
Yeah, that seems awesome.
It does?
Mm-hmm.
You seem really enthusiastic. It feels genuine. So we're going to go check it out, see what it's all about. We'd like to go swim. A friend of mine, Tamla, has recommended a place to go where you can actually go swim with the manatees, but it is several hours north of where we are right now, so we'll probably have to wait till maybe where we're on our way home. But we're going to go check this out and see what it's all about.
Cow of the ocean.
What's that?
The sea cow of the ocean. The gentle giant. He's a big brown blob.
And there's gonna be like 100 of them. Look at those fish. They're just chilling too.
Slowing down. $75 is what we got. 75. What that wind feel like?
You go in it. Loud.
Felt loud?
Wow. Mom, I want you to go in it.
I would say if you maybe had hair, it would be more fun, and it was only 75, so it didn't even push you, it was just coming down.
Hello, friends and family. We decided to take the day to kind of explore Florida. So we drove an hour over to the west coast, over to the Gulf side. So we're at Manatee Beach. You can see the boys are playing behind us.
South Tampa.
Water is cold and it's very windy for some reason right today.
Not even So we were looking for some place to eat, and this place we found has a little taco shack with 5 stars, and it's in the coolest like part of town. There's hardly no parking. We had to park off the street, but it's like all these houses that are completely like wildly decorated, like a beach for their front yard. It's like an art district, it seems like. And there's all these like cool houses and like pottery and kid things to do. And this is the, I think this, I don't even know how to, this.
We found our people.
What's crazy, Mommy?
Yeah. Maybe the most awesome. Here's the restaurant. Like,
It's not Christmas.
tacos. Can't beat that.
Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that little bell, and never miss a video.